it's Lyarrah, and you joined me today out here in the woods near my base, contributing to deforestation. No, I ran out of oak for like the 14th, 15th time, and I've got 2 stacks so far, well, 1 block shy apparently, and I'm just going ahead and getting a whole bunch more wood, cause still got all the dark oak I could need, and of course dark oak and spruce are super easy to just go ahead and farm up. Nope, nope, Yep, turns out all this, the wood gathering, the beams I was gonna go make, all that stuff, yeah, that's gonna take way too long. So we're not doing episode 58 today. We're doing episode 59 today. We're gonna do comment library. So yeah, we're going to the Nether. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, well, you guys heard me from a week ago or so because I recorded that and then promptly got very busy for a few days. This week's been a mess. This week has been a big mess I won't go into, but yeah, what? Yeah. Okay. First of all, we are remedying this situation and putting these stacked back up. Did that just go through the... I'm gonna assume and hope that just went through the portal. Because I'm gonna be very upset at any alternatives. Give me a moment. Anyway, hi family. How we doing? How's it going? Yeah. It has been a long week of me working on my house, of my game crashing constantly, which is why I have a regular totem instead of a teddy bear, because every time it crashes, it comes back up with no texture packs. And just, you know, a whole bunch of other messes that have led to me not getting as much done as I would like to, or as I normally would. But good news. I was able to, like, mentally reconcile the fact that the progress on my house and the progress of episodes do not have to be directly linked. I am allowed to make episodes without them having anything about my house, and I'm allowed to work on the house without needing to put in an episode. I mean, that's partially what streams are for, but it was being a massive hang up for me. That's all that really matters. That's all I'm trying to say with it. And so as a result, because I did not have enough of anything else done for me to feel like I had a full episode out of it at the moment. So, comment library time. Last time we did was during episode 49, so 48 is where we stopped at, and we are going to go up and go back to episode 49, 5 comments on that. Now, since it was a comment library episode, there's always 1 or 2 snarky little things in there, and I, without even going back and looking, sorry, I just saw that. What is... yeah, I think I just saw a few more things that need addressing because of the, like, chunk reset things that they did. Anyway, regardless, okay. I remember for a fact that Tana left a absolutely fantastic comment that I think is actually past the character limit to fit in 1 book. So I will try to remember to put a screenshot of that comment up. It was fantastic. Tana, you you never stop cracking me up. So thank you for that. And yeah, let me go find the actual comment that I want to put on this episode. Okay, so for episode 49, we are going with a comment from Gadzooks. And episode 49, if you don't remember, was the one where I was moving the Elder Guardian for my patrons with Zoe's help, and at one point in time it became an episode of Mythbusters because of one comment. Yeah, I think this has been covered in like various forms over the course of a few episodes here, but I switch back and forth between Java and Bedrock like constantly. Like I'm on Bedrock probably about 30 to 40 hours a week right now, and then I'm on Java still for like 5 to 10, depending on assorted things. So yeah, I demonstrated the difference in the arrows and everything in that episode, and I don't know. I have genuinely been thinking about starting up a series or just doing one video on not on like myth busting stuff, because I know there's like a gazillion videos about that. It's specifically just demonstrating all the differences between the combat and everything between the versions. I mean, you've got simple stuff like no sweeping edge or whatever, but I mean, like, is there different damage dealt between the two versions? I know that impaling like only works on water mobs, or if you're in the water on one version, and I think it works properly on the other, like works just on anything. Or maybe it's that it doesn't work on things in water. We had the whole thing of the height on the arrow. What about crossbows? Do those have fall off too? Stuff like that. And I don't know, I really wanted to make one. But I don't know when the combat update's coming. So I don't know if I want to make it only for it to be obsolete like 2 weeks later. But I guess I could just make a new one after that. I don't know. I don't know. If that is something you guys think would be fun to watch, like just seeing the differences, or even if you just like want to use it to like sass your friends about how like, oh, it's easier to aim in Bedrock or something like that, yeah, let me know, because I'm always looking for other like fun vids to go ahead and add in. It's a little bit of variety, you know. I don't know. It's fun. I like trying to expand my horizons. I apparently do not like doing parkour though. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna stop making a fool of myself and just go find the next comment. Oh yeah, one other thing worth noting on episode 49 was that I did do the vote on whether we were putting the patron zoo out by the pirate ship or over by my base, and pirate ship won with flying colors, so I have a few things I'm going to have to either move or respawn from my base, but it'll be fine. So the one after that is episode 50, and I have looked through the comments on that repeatedly, and I can't find any one comment that just really stands out to me. And that's not in a bad way. That's not that there were no good comments. It's that all of them were just so loving. Like, guys, I cannot get over the fact that you all sat through 95-minute episode. I mean, like, obviously not like, you know, not everybody sat through it, because a lot of people had seen season 0 already and didn't need that tour, but man, over 200 of you like watched it in general, and that's crazy. Like, y'all like me that much. And just the comments that were on it were just so amazing. And I mean, guys, look how much progress I've gotten done on the house since then. I mean, we're still not done, but I don't know. It makes me really happy. So for episode 50, I don't know, I I can't pick any one of your amazing comments, and I feel so bad that I didn't respond to many of them either, because it has just been a doozy of a month for me. As you saw, we did all the moon mission stuff right around then, so it was just really keeping me busy. But yeah, so for episode 50, I don't know what to say or do except attempt to put a heart emoji in here and have it not actually work to paste, because apparently that's not allowed on here. So guys, we'll just we'll just do a regular less than 3. Because love y'all. You're awesome. Moving on to episode 51, which was the Charity Dragon Legfest fight. We have a comment. I knew which comments. There's 2 comments that I picked out from this one. First of all, we have a comment from Space 3049, which I wish that I had found a comment for you from episode 49 to put on here, because that would have been like just the winning moment. But yes, wait, you can stack cakes? Yes, you can stack cakes in Bedrock, and it just, oh my god, it's so life-changing. Like, me, well, no, I mean, like, the whole, like, here's things that everybody's done, like, things that are different between the 2 versions, right? But I feel like I should do a, like, things that made my life better coming to Bedrock. Because I don't know if you all have ever seen, let me see if I can find a picture of the cake tunnel. Because I made this tunnel back in this other tunnel back in Zcraft that was probably about the length of like there to there, maybe a little longer. Had 2 rows of cakes in the floor. I had to have a cow with me, and it took me several hours to put down the about 130 cakes. I used to know the exact number because it used to be like the thorn in my side that I had decided to do this. If cakes had just stacked, yeah, my life would have been a lot easier. I mean, I still would have had to spend all that time crafting it, but I could have, yeah, it would have been easier. Speaking of which, like, we've got auto shearing on sheep. Can we get auto milking on cow? Oh, I guess we don't need to like wait for cows. We can just right click. I don't know. It made sense in my head. But no, we're going back for a second comment on there though, because there was something else that got mentioned, and that one was a comment from Super Logan Utah, who said, so I expect his to follow up with a litter box for that cat. It's talking, of course, about the adorable kitty that I put in Slack space. And there was nothing from Tiz built there, but everybody argued that it didn't count as a actual prank because the kitty was so loved. So I did something else instead. Yeah, I made Slack's cauldron into a swimming pool. He had another layer of glass there. I went ahead and took it out. I put some diving boards in. I thought about putting lights in there, but I decided that would be changing too much. We've got some people over here in the corner with like a pool toy. We've got somebody having a bad time out there. We've got the lifeguard with the red shirt here. Yeah, it's all, I don't know. I had a lot of fun putting it all together. I thought it was cute. I thought it counted like as an actual prank since the other one didn't count much as one. Because, like, the kitty's too cute. The kitty's too cute. Everybody love the kitty. I really do love the kitty. But, yeah. So, apparently, though, Slack still liked this one a lot. Is keeping it, too. So, man, I may need to make, like, a list of of bases that have not got stuff that I built with them saved yet. Uh, and go back and see if I can, you know, make things that they'll keep. Okay, so we are on to episode 52, which was the we did the pig race for stream day. We did the news articles, which I'm sure you've all noticed by now. Yeah, the paper unfortunately has still not been done, and it's not going to get done. I really wanted to do that, but it's not a practical thing at this stage. Attention needs to be more at the whole, you know, getting out awareness about the moon thing, and I think Zoe's got that pretty covered with the last issue of the Herald. Besides, they got him to go actually do that. Anyway, and then it was also the episode where I did do the interviews with the other guys, because of everything. And most of the comments I got were, to my absolute delight, about the editing that I did during that section of the video. I am super, super proud of how that turned out. And that one was just, wow, that editing between the 3 different clips is amazing. And when you started to steal sand, I burst out laughing. It was so funny to me. Great video. And yeah, I don't know what. I got somewhere around episode 50, I just got on like an intense editing kick. Mostly audio editing. You guys have probably started noticing me doing like, you know, things coming from one side or the other and stuff like that. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I really feel like I stepped up my game on it, and I also I got lucky and wound up getting a hold of a copy of newer edition of Vegas Pro, so it's been a little bit less crashy when it comes to multiple things being like overlaid over each other, like my green screen scenes and for the truck and everything. So yeah, you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of those things in the future. And as you've probably noticed, this is probably like the first episode that didn't have any of that in a while. I don't know. Anyway, wild ride to work out, so I'm just really glad that if the people loved it, that it was definitely worth the effort. So thank you, everybody. Okay, then we've got episode 53, where Tiz and I tried to launch a truck to the moon. Yeah, the comment I went ahead and grabbed on that one was from Savi, and her comment was, in-flight movie, Gone with the Wind. Lol. I was not prepared for that comment at all. No, not in the, like that it killed me. It killed me. I mean, frankly, I was surprised it didn't kill Tiz in the process too, but that's beside the point. And then as a second comment from this episode, I've got a Guardian comment. You know who you are. I love you. I love everybody who comments constantly anyway, but you two know who you are. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Kitsune LK. This comment was, I'm not great with words, but this ep was amazing. Love you guys. The effort you put in this is just, I don't know, but thank you. And super sweet of you and everything. I know you don't leave many comments, Kitsune, but every time you do, it always warms my heart, because you just, I don't know. You always seem to latch on to the little emotional parts that I put into episodes, and that means a lot to me. Alright, and then episode 54 is short and simple. Phantom has replied with Blame Prowl. You know, you may have a point there. You may have a point, Phantom. I mean, like, honestly, the crater from the rocket, it compared to the moon, I don't know, it just didn't seem big enough to cause all that. And yeah, sure, there was a split right next to the rocket, but I don't I I know I agreed with the vote that it was Slack's fault. And I mean, like, as funny as Blame Prowl is, I don't know what Prowl would have done. I'm thinking this whole pillager thing might actually have a point. Like, I hate ever saying, well, Zoe might be right on anything, but he might be right. Alright, and see, at that point, that would have been normally where we were caught up on Comment Library, but yeah, the whole, episode 54 being that's when we went to the moon, was a little bit too... Listen, I can't do Comment Library if I can't access the Nether, okay? I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, no. Yeah, so that means that we still have another 4 or 5 episodes here to do. I guess actually episode 53 would have been the last one we would have done normally. So, yeah. And honestly, just staring at the inside of the Nether hub's getting boring. So we're gonna go out to Tiz's little house for this one, because this one is... So, episode 55, which a lot of which took place here at Tiz's second base. Oh, which still has items floating around it and everything. Oh, this place is adorable in a lot of ways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the truck. I really am. Yeah. The comment from that episode was from Lemongrass. And oh, yeah, nope, that's the... There we go. Lemongrass says, "Aw, I love this episode. The Tiz storyline is so sweet. I already watched it from his point of view and did a damn good job, Lee. I'm so glad that he's back to his old self and you guys have your friend Tizzy back." I know it. Oh my gosh. I was so worried about him. It was, man, the timeline on all of that was so complicated. Also, I'm gonna fall into that. Let's not. The timeline on everything there was so complicated. Cause like, I don't know, even know how to explain it right. Like, aw. Basically, technically, I was the second one to leave to the moon. Only Slack left before me. Well, I mean, Zap's been up there for ages, but, yeah, only Slack left before me, but I know my episode about it went up, like, last. And, that made it even more confusing that Tiz was still just kicking around down here, with no memory, like, due to the order the episodes got put out in, it looked like he lost his memory before I went to the moon. So, I don't know, it was a whole thing. But, yeah, no, I loved how that turned out. It was... To break the fourth wall for a second, he went into that having no plan for any of it. It was just supposed to be a one episode gag. And for us to turn it into something that has been such an adorable little storyline that so many people seem to have really loved. And I mean, for me to just have another excuse to hang out with Tiz for a couple episodes, because he's always an adorable delight. Like, if you guys don't watch Tiz, please go fix that. He's a darling. He's my favorite. Anytime anybody asks me who my favorite TV member is, I just respond that it's Tiz. Sorry guys, he's my favorite. I'll make the rules. And the fact that he threw together this adorable little house and everything is just one of those things with it. Anyway, yeah, no. I think I cried while making that episode. It was so cute! So thank you for the sweet comment on it. One downside to the fact that I'm now, like, flying around through this episode because I'm, like... slightly, yeah, I'm tired of just standing in the comment library the whole time. I'm running low on rockets, so ready more, and let's get more food while we're at it. Let's see. 1 diamond for a whole stack of steak. That sounds amazingly reasonable. Let's go ahead and get a stack of steak, shall we? Mmm. Now that's some good steak. This episode not sponsored or brought to you by Johnny Butchers in any way, shape, or form. This space for rent. So, episode 56, among other things, involved the TNT soccer. I keep trying to call it Creeper Soccer, but it's TNT Soccer. And, I mean, I would say that it's a blast, but the whole point is that it's not. Oh, anyway, the comment on that one. Comment on this one was David Harrell. Am I the only person concerned by the fact that you're slinging around partially exploded TNT? I mean, ignoring the broken moon is one thing, but that's right there in front of you. I mean, first of all, we're pros at ignoring the broken moon. Like, you know, so what that it's up there? It's no big deal. Just like that husk that just like ignored me. Actually no, as you saw, we're kind of panicking about it finally. Anyway, at this stage, I'm just kind of, I've come to accept Slack's weird cursed black magic. Like this just be how he be. You know? So yeah, I don't even blink at this stuff anymore. He tells me that this is happening and I'm like, oh cool, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah. So I'm just sad I didn't get him to install a cursed portal before they stopped working correctly. Because now if you try to put like cursed portal and then cursed portal above it, then the first one will update and stop existing, so you can only have a 1 tile one anymore. Oh, so yeah, I never got him to install one of those before I got the chance to get one at my base, which I found very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. That's some folly sand. Also, that's a husk in the goal. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to get... Wait a sec. What? I mean, I'm still gonna have to ask him to get off the field, but... When did... Oh my god, he actually installed it. Yeah. Oh my god, he actually installed the... I really hope this is... I'm sorry if this is spoilers. I really am sorry because I genuinely did not know this was a thing until this exact second, and that is absolutely wonderful. That is possibly my new favorite thing on the server. I'm in love. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna hit this folly sand and then I'm gonna actually head back before the husks get too spawny. Not the best, but not the worst either. Really is such a pity that the gaming district is so like sparse. Like, I really wish that we'd done more with it. I guess I could still go ahead and figure out a game for it, but I don't know. I feel like the Nether update's coming so soon that who knows what we'll be able to get done and like how many times people would actually be able to play things between now and then. I hate having to decide stuff. Also, why am I still running around the desert? I just went over the fact that the husks are gonna spawn. Seriously, we had like 0 spawn proofing efforts to this place. You know what else could really use some spawn proofing efforts? This. Like, hello, sir? Sir? I'm gonna have to ask you to not be there. For episode 57! We have a comment from David Martin, who I'm assuming is definitely a different David than the other David on the previous page. And this is one of those comments that's gonna like go on to a second page here, so bear with me. So this comment was, well, Lyarrah, a moon piece meteor fell directly on you when you were in your underground farm. It fell through the stratosphere, which should have made it smaller by burning it up, through the lake with water, which should have slowed it down, through the lake bed with wet sand, which again should have slowed it down, through the cave ceiling, in which it should have gotten stuck in it, but again, it should have at least been slowed down. Exactly onto your position with enough force to kill you and destroy your surroundings, which, objectively speaking, isn't very likely if it was altered in any way or form. I mean, you're right. You're right. It, yeah, I will give you that the sheer improbability of this mess, out, does, yeah, it does kind of feed into the whole idea that something's controlling this. I'm, you know, I should bring Zoya and whoever else is in the, what was it that he called the Skyfalls Society? I don't know. I'm sure he made that up 2 seconds before he told me it, so. Yeah, I should probably bring them over to see this. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Yeah, let's get out of here. And then finally, we've got a comment from episode 58, and this one's from Lord Gavatron. And he says stuff that it's too long, then it won't let me copy paste. Hang on. Alright, and the comment that we've got from Lord Gavatron for episode 58. As a fan of Kubrick, I feel there is a comparison to be made with the opening vistas of 2001 and the view from the ski lodge. I'm gonna guess you're talking about the view out the back window, and I mean, listen, just you wait until I get the rest of that window done, okay, bud? Like, that's gonna be the best part of the whole house. Anyway, although but you send me a screenshot so I know what you're trying to say, because I can only think of like the monkeys and the obelisk, and that there is neither one of those things at the back of my place there. Hey, however, the lack of progress on the triple spawner must be addressed. We want triple the carnage, triple the drops, triple the spawnosity. Why does this have to be just a little bit too long to fit on one page? How dare you? But yeah, I mean, my tools could use some help. I am on my 3rd elytra at the moment because just gliding up and down on the on the ski lodge has been taking so much. But oh, is that one not lit up enough? Okay, that's an interesting scenario. Huh. Good to know. But yeah, I've actually hired this out to one very bored little robot. Because I need to really, really prioritize working on the launch so that I don't keep putting it off. But if I put this off too much longer, there won't be much of a point of it existing. Lol. That was pretty good. But yeah, there won't be much of a point in it existing, so I Killa is looking for stuff to do, so I'm actually paying him to go ahead and take care of the triple spawner for me. I think he'll do it during stream day next weekend, if not sooner. And then I was gonna say I also need to talk somebody into some help getting some villagers back over here, but like, is it worth it? Is it worth it with oh joy. Well, we're gonna have to go milk that cow real quick, but is it worth it with these guys running around here? No. Whee! Alright, so let's head back over, put the book back. I know normally I do a bit more in the comment library episodes. Oh, it's Tiz! But we don't really have time for... Wait. Tiz, get back here! Hi.
Hello.
So, I was doing comment library, and I got to thinking, you know how we're the two that have like 2 lecterns going by now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you know how there's that like super fancy room at the end of the comment library, right?
Is Loy's comment
Yeah,
library area?
but I mean, like, we have 2 lecterns. I think we deserve that space a little bit more than he does, don't you?
When was the last time Loy even updated his?
Exactly! My point exactly. So since we actually do comment library stuff, like, you know, he moved our lecterns to over there. Let's well, let me get some actual inventory space, and let's take that spot over. I think we deserve it more.
Yes, sounds good. Let's take it.
All right.
We're moving this.
Yep.
Yeah. Kicking him out.
I forgot that I put down that armor. Yeah, where do we wanna Yeah.
Just gonna dump it out here.
It's what he deserves. He knows what he did. There we go.
Well,
our work here is done.
Yeah.
And that's the place of glory that we deserve.
Only people to have 2 lecterns this entire season.
Exactly. I wonder if anybody else is even close. So many of these books are just plain empty. Oh my gosh. Yep.
Yeah.
Next season, we're gonna have to tell people to do better.
Our job here is done.
Our job here is done. Thank you for your assistance, good sir.
Okay.
Bye. So I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap everything up today. We got through 10 comments in the library. We got to mess around with Tiz for a minute, and you know, so he'll have fun trying to find his lectern. I mean, I'll tell him that it moved, but I won't tell him where it is. I'll let him search for it. But thank you as always, everybody, for hanging out with me today. And if you had as much fun as I did, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to be featured in another comment library, make sure you do comment on this or any other episode that you feel like. And of course, if you want to hang out again next time, make sure you're subscribed. Take care, everybody. Toodles!